Kyanite, which was named in 1789 by Abraham Gottlieb Werner, gets its name from the Greek word kyanos, which means blue, which this lovely gemstone most definitely is, with shades ranging from soft baby blues similar to aquamarine, all the way to exquisite, deep and intense sapphire blues. Kyanite is considered to be amongst the most beautiful natural blue minerals. Some specimens exhibit pleochroism, with several colour zones in an individual crystal. The lustre of natural specimens is vitreous or pearlescent. However, the retail sector is infamous for the application of enhancements, such as synthetic lubricants or oils. Legitimate dealers will always be transparent about these procedures. Upon its initial discovery, Werner named the new mineral zionite, and this was subsequently anglicised to kyanite. However, there was another name for the stone, proposed by French mineralogist René Justoy in 1801. Awi suggested dysthene, which is also etymologically Greek, a combination of the words di and stenos, meaning two and strength. Kyanite is anisotropic, meaning that its hardness is variable, depending upon its crystallographic direction. If tested parallel to the length of the crystal, kyanite exhibits a Mohs score of 4 to 5. However, if tested across the short dimension, the Mohs score is 6.5 to 7. This renders the crystal able to be scratched by a steel needle parallel to its long axis, but impervious to the same needle if scratched perpendicular to its long axis. The name dysthene is still used by some traders and collectors. Prior to specific identification, kyanite was known as blue talc, and in the 15th century it was entirely misclassified by French naturalist Horace Benedict de Saussure as sapphire. Kyanite is an aluminosilicate mineral with a triclinic crystal system, a polymorph of sillimanite and andalusite which forms in high-pressure environments with consistent and relatively low temperatures in the 350 to 600 degrees Celsius range. It is primarily found within metamorphic pegmatites, as it forms when sedimentary rocks undergo metamorphosis. It takes the form of bladed crystals within schists, and also radiating masses of either prismatic, tabular, or reticulated crystals. It forms alongside other metamorphic minerals, such as staurolite, corundum, and garnet. Though kyanite typically occurs as sprays of bladed crystals, it is the far rarer individual euhedral crystals, which are prized by gemstone collectors and aficionados. Pure kyanite is colourless, but impurities of iron cause it to become blue. Other impurities, such as chromium, titanium, and manganese, can impart a less common colour range, which includes greens, browns, blacks, and occasionally orange. The black variety is sold under the trade name witch's broom, on account of its fanned shape, and most of this darker material comes from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil. Kyanite gemstones are commonly found in countries such as Russia, Switzerland, Brazil, Myanmar, Kenya, Cambodia, Nepal, and Tibet. They also occur in a few American states. The rare orange varieties caused by impurities of manganese hail from Tanzania, and deep green and teal kyanites of impressive sizes up to 30 centimetres have been found in Australia. To this day, Nepal and Tibet continue to produce the purest kyanite and the best quality material for faceting. Ravishing bottle green examples aptly named emerald kyanite from those localities are valued as real treasures, as they resemble the finest Zambian emeralds. A more recently discovered Tibetan deposit has yielded gemmy kyanite crystals which are comparable in appearance to Kashmir sapphires. The beauty of kyanite was said to be favoured by Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia. After it was transported to Europe from Russia and India, German mineralogists compared kyanite with wood on account of its unique internal texture. A technique which involved baking kyanite in honey was utilised to saturate the colour so that kyanite could be passed off as higher quality minerals by nefarious tradespeople. Legends tell of travellers and sailors who would drill pieces of kyanite and hang them from a string, believing them to be implements of ascertaining direction, rather like a compass. Ancient Slavs in the Middle Ages believed that clamping their hands around specimens of kyanite would help them find clarity and peace of mind. It was important to use specimens with fewer visible imperfections, as chipped and cracked pieces were thought to attract trouble and failure. Less desirable, lower quality kyanite is found worldwide. This is not utilised in jewellery, but rather saved for use in ceramics and abrasives. There are numerous industrial applications for kyanite. It is used for refractory items in manufacturing, such as bricks made in high-temperature furnaces, and electrical insulators. Due to its unique properties, kyanite is even used to make firefighters' safety uniforms. It is a particularly useful product for the railroad and automotive industries, during the manufacture of products such as clutch facings and brake shoes, which demand a high degree of heat resistance. It is used as a binder within abrasive components to create grinding discs and cutting wheels. Kyanite is also used for refractory strength porcelain used in insulators, dishware, kiln interiors, sinks, basins, and bathroom fittings. An uncommon aspect of its heat-resistive properties is a predictable level of expansion, meaning that specifically measured amounts of powdered kyanite can be added to raw minerals in order to maintain volume that would otherwise be lost to heat shrinkage. A combination of perfect cleavage and polymorphism render kyanite a real challenge for lapidarists. Because of this, more of the gemmy specimens were traditionally cut into cabochons rather than faceted. As faceting techniques have advanced and more has been learned about the physical properties of kyanite, lapidarists have been braver when it comes to attempting different facets with kyanite. But it remains a very delicate mineral, and any kyanite jewellery should be treated with the utmost care. Beaded or cabochon options are safer. It is rare to find kyanite gemstones over 2 carats, and naturally the price is contingent upon clarity, colour and size. Larger crystals command higher prices. There are no synthetic kyanite products on the market, though occasionally things like blue glass might be missold as kyanite. The scratch test is an effective way of testing for authenticity, as genuine kyanite will be anisotropic. This episode was written and researched by Charlie Forever Dark and narrated by Jay Hart.